welcome back to Chit Chatter Day. So today I wanted to chit chat about blushes I cannot live without. These are my all-time favorite blushes, the ones that are just like my absolute favorite. If I don't know what to wear, I grab one of these. They never let me down. I love all these colors. I love these formulations. And so I thought I would just kind of share these with you. I know I've also done the makeup I can't live without. I've done nude, or like my obsession, like lipsticks I'm reaching for the most. Like, I will link the other videos in this series that I've done, basically, Chelsea, down below. That's what I'm trying to say. That's it. I go all over the place. So I want to continue to do this. I think I want to do eyeshadow next, and I don't know. There's a lot of ways you can take this, and so I just kind of want to continue this series because I think you guys enjoyed it. Thumbs up this video if you do enjoy this, because I will then continue to do it again. And let me know down below what some of your blushes you can't live without are, because I always need to know what you guys are loving too, because you guys have great recommendations. And so let me just get into this because I'm going to swatch these. So we're going to have some blushes to swatch today, because let me just tell you, besides being a lipstick junkie, I'm also a blush junkie. If you saw my makeup collection video, you already know that. I need to take a drink. Okay, so anyways, I'll link the other ones down below if you're interested in watching those, but let's move on to this. So first, let's start with these, because, or this brand actually. These are the newest ones out of all these blushes to me, and they are the new Lorac, what are these called? The Buildable Color Source blushes. I have 3 shades. Let me just tell you, these are beautiful. They come in a matte formulation and they come in a satin formulation. I have 2 mattes and 1 satin. Yes, that is what I have. Color selection is great. The packaging is really pretty. It's just simple, like chrome. And then here is what it looks like. This is the shade Vivid. This is a satin, and I'll swatch it for you. Very pigmented. A little goes a long way. Lasts on the skin, glides on the skin. There's no skipping, there's no jumping, there's no weirdness going on. I love these. This is the shade Spectra, which is a very beautiful soft pink. It's not a vivid pink like this other one here. This one's really just a soft, almost like a peachy pink. Looks like that. And that is Spectra. And then the last one I have here is called Prism. This is also a matte. And this is like a soft peach. You guys, these are so creamy. They just glide. They just really glide on the, when you swatch them they glide, and when you wear them they glide. And that's a real winner of a blush for me. When it applies nicely, it stays on. You don't have to like fight with it to blend it, or fight with it to get it to not look funky, you know? So I cannot live without those blushes. I'm so happy with those. I do want to get more, but those are the 3 I currently have. And then this has been an all-time favorite for a very long time. This is a different formulation. This is their Baked Matte Satin Blush. It is not matte. It is baked. It's very more like a shimmery color, or shimmery formulation. This is the color Exposed. Beautiful, beautiful, brighter corally peach. Think summer, think spring. It just adds so much life to your face. That is it right there. It does have a sheen to it. I love this. As you can see, I still have a ton left. I mean, a little goes a long way with this. I love it. I love this color. It's like a go-to color for me in the summer, that Exposed shade, because it's just, it's like a corally peach color, but it's not dull. It's very brightening. It really just kind of brightens up your complexion, and I love that. Okay, so let's move on to these. You can't go wrong with Tarte blushes, okay? They stay on. They, I mean, they legit stay on. They really do. They're very pigmented. They're nice and easy to work with, and they have a lot of colors to choose from. And you know, they have their limited edition holiday sets that are always worth it. If you want to try Tarte blush, you've never tried them before. Obviously, it's not Christmas right now, Chelsea, but I'm just saying, like, if you ever see, like, QVC, I picked up sets before. It's a great way to try several different shades. Love it. But these are my 3 favorites. Out of all my Tarte blushes, these are my 3 favorites. The first one, I'm not sure if they made this permanent or not, but I want to show you anyways because I love it. It's the Tarte blush in the shade Celebrated. It does have different packaging. I got this at Ulta last year. It looks really blah, but I promise you, it's the most perfect nude shade ever. Like nude, but gosh, this shade is so hard to describe, because once you put it on your face, it's like, warmth, but neutral, but nude, but peach, but just so cool. It's cool. It looks like, I know you're thinking, well, that's not interesting. No, it's so different. It's just a must-have because it's so different. It's not like your run-of-the-mill blush you'll find anywhere. It's just different and gorgeous, and I love it. So that's Celebrated. This was one of the first ones I ever bought. It's called Natural Beauty. It's like a matte, it is a matte shade. So is Celebrated, is also matte, but this is like a strawberry red. Think Snow White. Think outside in the cold, just like that flush color your cheeks would naturally give you. That's what this is going to do for you. It's so brightening. It's so youthful. I love it. I love a strawberry shade on my cheeks. It's just very reminiscent of, like, you know, when your daughter comes in from playing outside, like how she's got that light flush, you know, just very innocent and beautiful. I love this shade. Really mimics a natural flush, which is great. And then my favorite one for the summer and spring and just pretty much anytime is Tipsy Coral. This is a matte one as well. I really like matte blushes. I do love a shimmery blush too, but matte is just kind of like a fallback go-to. If you have problem skin like me or any sort of texture or anything, a matte blush is going to be your best friend because it's not going to emphasize any of that. So this is Tipsy. I love this color. It's so bright and gorgeous, and when you put this on your cheeks, it makes your whole everything just light up. I mean, it's gorgeous. So that's Tipsy, Natural Beauty, and Celebrated. And those are all actually matte, which I didn't pick them all that way, but those are just my favorites. Okay, so that is going to do it for Tarte. Let's move to MAC. MAC has a huge assortment of blushes for all skin tones. We're talking from the fairest to the fair to the deepest to the deep. You're going to find a shade that's going to work for your skin tone. And I have three here that, actually four MAC blushes that are just kind of like my faves of the bunch. So I'll start with these. First one is a matte, and it's called Desert Rose. I love dusty, mauvey, rosy shade blushes. They're just kind of like my favorites, my go-tos. This one is beautiful. MAC's blushes are nice. They stay on nicely. They blend well. Not my all-time favorite formulation, but the color selection is great, and they do work well. That is Desert Rose. I'll hold this up next to you so you can see. Just a great rosy shade. Really beautiful. This one, I love this one in the summer. This one's called Sweet as Cocoa. No, it's not. It's called Sunbasque. I almost grabbed Sweet as Cocoa, but that one is a little bit darker. This one's a little more universal. This is a sheer tone shimmer blush, so it's going to have a shimmer and a sheen to it. This is a summer shade if there ever was one. It's a little more orangey than Sweet as Cocoa. That's Sunbasque. I mean, it's just summer. I mean, throw this on your cheeks. You don't even need bronzer necessarily. And it has that sheen to it. It's just really pretty. And then my two other favorites are in my palette. This is the first blush palette I made. And they are these two right here. Oh, I don't want to blind you with this. Basically, we have Melba, which is a great matte, light, peachy shade. Just really universal. It's not too peach. You know, it's just kind of like easy. And then Plum Foolery, which I think this is my absolute favorite MAC. If out of all those four, Plum Foolery is my favorite. I'm going to swatch those two for you. So we have Plum Foolery and Melba. Plum Foolery, I love. I absolutely love it. And then Melba. They're both just great colors. A lot of these, with the exception of some of the brighter ones, are just great everyday blush colors. For me, I love a rosy shade every day. I love a peachy shade every day. Those are kind of like my go-to colors I gravitate towards the most. Okay, let's move on. I have two blushes here from Nars. I love Nars Blushes. I have several, but these are my top favorites. First top favorite is Nars Oasis. I've talked about 150,000 times. Love Nars Oasis. Similar to MAC's Plum Foolery, which is why I love Plum Foolery so much. This one's a little lighter and a little less, I think it's more plum than Plum Foolery actually. A little deeper. So that's Plum Foolery. And then my other favorite one, which is a little bit more unique, is Outlaw. And it looks like this. It is a little more of that red tone. But that red tone is so great because it just, I know in the pan it looks scary, but it's so pretty on the cheeks, I promise you. This one has more of like a golden coppery reflect, almost like shimmer to it. See that? It's just gorgeous. Beautiful, beautiful colors. Love them, love them. So those are my two favorite Nars blushes. Ooh, I am rolling today. I'm not even in a hurry because my husband has the kids at the playground, but I'm thinking he's thinking about lunch here real soon. As am I. Let's see. Next, let's talk about Chanel. I love Chanel blushes, okay? And the two that I have here are from the permanent line. I have a couple limited edition ones I really like, but they're limited edition. So I wanted to show you some permanent ones you can just run out and purchase. The first one is Rose Eccrine. This was my first Chanel blush purchase. Oh, it's great. This is just a great, I love the smell of them. So if you don't like scented blushes or that irritate your skin, these might be a no-go for you. They are spendy, they are luxurious, but they are beautiful. Glide, blend, smell amazing, stay on, don't fade. They're just beautiful. So Rose Eccrine is, my hand's getting kind of stained here, just a great, no muss, no fuss, goes with everything, easy, rosy shade. That's Rose Eccrine. And the other one I have is my summer favorite, and it's Rose Bronze. These are the two out of all the blushes that when you go to the counter, that just caught my eye. I knew I would get the most use out of because they're just easy. You know, this one's going to be a little bronzier, a little deeper in tone, but is beautiful on some tan skin. Really similar to Rose Eccrine, but just a little more bronzy, a little deeper. Maybe a little more brown even. I don't know, but I love me a Chanel blush. Like, I do. There's a couple others. I think Frivol is one I'm looking at. I still want to get. There's a couple coral shades that I just might need to add to my collection because I love coral blushes. So those are the two from Chanel that I just love. Okay, let's talk for a minute about, there's, what, 6 blush shades? 6 blush shades that Hourglass makes, and I own 5 of them. I love Hourglass blushes. Love them. These I always describe, how do I describe these? I describe these, they're a blush that almost looks like it's coming from the inside out because they don't like sit on your skin and look like blush necessarily. They're just such a natural, easy, always on point, beautiful blush. You cannot mess these up. You can't overdo it with these blushes because they just blend. They just like marry to your skin and they just look like they're coming from the inside out. That's the only way I know how to describe them. So I have 5 of the 6 shades. I can't remember what the 6th shade is, but I'll show you what I have. This is Radiant Magenta. Now you know these are blended with their ambient lighting powders and then the blush. So there's the Radiant Light, and then this is the Magenta blush. So it looks like this. Beautiful pink color. I'll swatch these over here. It's gonna be, the swatches are so soft. They're just beautiful. So that's Radiant Magenta. Diffused Heat might be my favorite. This was the first one I bought. Now the veining is gonna be different in every single one of these blushes. So some of them you might have more blush color than others. So I would just, maybe before you know, pick up the one you want to buy, open it up to see if it has enough veining for you. That's Diffused Heat. And then I have the Trio, which is going to have the luminous light over here, the incandescent, and then the mood exposure. And I can't remember what the one blush is that I don't have. I think it's like a lighter pink shade. These are beautiful. I remember when I saw that this was coming out, I mean, the packaging is exquisite. The blush colors are gorgeous. You have like a lighter peach, a rose, and then this is a more like plum shade. Do they still make this? I can't remember. If they do, this is a great way to try them. But these blushes are absolutely worth it. The packaging is gorgeous. I mean, I love them. Absolutely love them. Okay, so I have one more like mid-range blush, and I just realized there's no drugstore blushes in here, but these are what I wear and use, guys, and I'm not going to lie or throw one in just for the sake of balancing it out when this is what I truly use. And I think you guys probably at this point know what majority of the time, I mean, I have a lot of drugstore lipsticks, but my first love isn't at the drugstore. Not that I don't shop there or try things from there or own things from there or use things from there. I do. But these are what I use the most. So I wanted to be truthful with you guys. I do own quite a few drugstore blushes. If I had to pick one, I would say Milani Luminoso, hands down. But I just wanted to show you guys what I just absolutely couldn't live without these. I would have to replace these if I lost any of them. Okay, the next one is Laura Mercier's Spiced Cider. Love this color. This is a great fall color. Once again, my camera shut off on me. This is a great fall color. This is Spiced Cider. I haven't tried any other colors from Laura Mercier. If you have any recommendations, leave them down below. I think there's one called something Lotus I was looking at, but I've only owned this one and I love it. But if you have any other recommendations for me, leave those down below because I might have to pick one up at the VIB sale. And I saved my two kind of most expensive, well, Chanel's kind of up there in price. I think this one might be a couple dollars more than Chanel, but Burberry makes beautiful, beautiful blushes. Packaging, super heavy duty. I love the Burberry packaging. I have two blushes from Burberry, but this one is my favorite. This is Burberry's Cameo. The most gorgeous rosy shade ever. Matte, blends. It has a slight scent to it, kind of like a fruity scent, like a fruity perfumey scent, kind of. Ugh, can't go wrong with this color. It just does so much for your skin. It's kind of like the Hourglass blushes where it just blends so nice. It just looks like it's part of you and not like blush, you know what I mean? Burberry Cameo. Get the brush out of there. You just can't go wrong with it. Love it. And then my very last blush, I love when I wear it. I love it in the packaging. I love the packaging. I love everything about it. Is Tom Ford's Cheek Color in the shade Flush. This is summer, spring, I mean dead of winter. You're just feeling blah. Put this blush on, you'll feel amazing. It's going to take you a lifetime to go through this because it's so utterly pigmented that you just need the tiniest amount to blend it out. Such a beautiful, brightening, corally, pinky color. Now this reminds me kind of say, the Lorac, where it's that brighter, peachy kind of color. Let me swatch this next to it. It's not a dupe by, no, it's nothing the same. Never mind. It's nothing the same. I thought it was, but it's not. So there's the Tom Ford Flush. Love it. Love it. So those are all my blushes I can't live without. These I love all these ones. These are like my top out of my collection that I just have to have. So leave me any recommendations that you think I need to own down below, especially the Laura Mercier, because I haven't tried any other ones. Or just anything in general. Thumbs this video up if you enjoyed, and I will definitely get out. What would you like me to do next? Would you like me to do eyeshadows? Because I started my eyeshadow list. I could do eyeshadows. I could do like a specific color in lipsticks. I need to do probably a video on my lip liners. What do you think? Yeah? Yay, nay? I don't know. You let me know and I will get something out for you guys. Maybe next Saturday? I could do it as early as next Saturday because I don't really have any plans for next Saturday, I don't think. No. I haven't done a get ready with me in a while either, so maybe you want to see that? I don't know. You let me know. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I will chat with you soon.